Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I might be getting ready to do something incredibly stupid. Yeah. And the worst part is I know I might be doing something stupid. But that never stopped me before. This is a Camaro that caught on fire. And I don't mean a little fire, I mean a fire. Firefighters cut into the car. There's damage to the firewall area. The interior is toast. And there are probably problems with this thing that I don't even know exist yet. So naturally I want it. Now before you've decided I've completely lost my mind, let me show you what this car looked like before the fire. That makes me want to cry, and it ain't even my car. Receipts. Car's had a lot of work done to it. Beautiful. The engine compartment. Big block 454. Holley EFI. Fuel injection system on it. Yeah, it caught on fire in the garage. That's now. But those pictures of it now are the reason I'm even considering this car. This wasn't some old worn out Camaro sitting behind somebody's barn before the fire. This thing was a badass car. And somewhere underneath all that crispy stuff it still is. Way underneath. Here's the problem. I don't know exactly what it's going to take to bring this car back. I can turn wrenches. I understand cars. I'm not afraid to tear something completely apart. But fabrication, welding, and replacing section of firewalls, rewiring basically an entire modern Camaro, not anything I've ever done before, but I'm not scared to learn. Those are skills I don't have yet. And that's actually one of the reasons this thing has gotten into my head. If I buy it, I'm not planning on dropping it off at a restoration shop, writing checks and coming back 6 months later to pick up a finished car. Where's the fun in that? I want to do as much of this myself as possible. And I learn the things I don't know along the way. And I've got somebody else who's already excited about the idea. My son. It'd be a great project for us to do together. He's talked about wanting to do a project like this, the two of us, for a long time. And honestly, that might be the biggest reason I'm considering buying this ridiculous burnt Camaro to start with. If this happens, we're going to tear it down, figure out exactly what the fire destroyed, learn to repair what we can, replace what we can't, rebuild it, and hopefully turn this thing back into something that deserves to be called a Camaro. And I'm going to film the whole damn thing. The mistakes, the victories, the parts that don't fit, the bolts that won't come loose, me learning to weld, probably me learning to grind off my first 20 welds, and I'm sure there will eventually be an episode I should have never bought this car. But none of that matters unless I actually win it. The auction is tomorrow. I've got a number in my head that I'm absolutely not going over. Absolutely not going over, which is traditionally something people say immediately before they go over. So right now, I don't own a burnt Camaro. 24 hours from now, I may have a very large problem. I can't think of a single thing that could go wrong. So, would you guys want to watch my attempt at restoring this used to be beautiful car? I figure that was probably a $60,000 to $70,000 car before it burnt. I think it can be again. Alright, day of the auction. We're about 55 minutes out. Our high bidder right now, $17,250, which ain't too far off from what my number is. It's a no reserve auction. One guy here says, what would this car be worth if put back together and in good running order? I did a search based on completed listings with a 454, and my guess is 40 to 50K. but I don't know the first-gen Camaros enough to distinguish what drives value.
We too low?
I'm thinking minimum you're going to put into that car to get it back right, not counting your labor. You're probably looking at probably 20 grand, depending on what needs painted. Firewall's not that much. Buying a firewall, you can buy AC firewall for that car for $300. Complete wiring harness is about $1 grand. Carpet, headliner, complete new dash, all the gauges, plus some miscellaneous bodywork. 45 minutes out, we're up to 18,000. Okay, I was prepared to jump in this bid at the last minute, and 18,500 by Roy's Auto, 2:06 p.m. 19,500 by 65 Resto. 19,750 by Roy's Auto. Boom. 20,065 Resto. 20,250 by Roy's Auto. Yeah, they done blown all the way through my number. I feel a sense of relief myself. 20,500 by 65 Resto. They're battling it out. See, 20,750 by Roy's Auto. These people have lost their minds. 21,065 Resto. 21,250 by Roy's Auto. 21,500 by 65 Resto. Every time the bid goes to the last few seconds, I imagine the bidder trying to convince the wife, good deal, just park in the garage for a few years then sell for a profit. 22,000 Roy's Auto. Damn. 22,500. $22,500 by 65 Resto. Sold. $22,500. Congratulations to 65 Resto. And no, it wasn't me. I had 19,000 in my head. That was my number. And they blew straight through my number. It's probably a good thing. I have another project in mind, one that'll mean way more than this Camaro. My deceased dad had a 2002 Sonoma. I want to get that truck. Daddy bought it, I think around 2010. It had low miles on it. Dad's been gone 6 years. That'd be something me and my son could work on, keep it in the family. So maybe this worked out exactly the way it was supposed to. I really thought there was a chance I might own a burned up 68 Camaro today. I still want something my son and I can build together. Apparently it just isn't going to be this crispy bastard. Thanks for watching.